What's up, buddy?
Happy to be here. Nothing much.
Story chart.
You just caught me doing some other shit.
Are you fucking an android? I got it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I totally support that. Fleshlight. Oh, you're right. This is not. It's not 2030 yet. We can only we can only use what we have. How is it? Did it feel good?
Definitely all the way to completion.
Perfect. So anyway, this is Ready Player 2. I hope you're ready. Oh man, I am CraigMakk. You are
Player 2.
Player 2. We are ready to play because Player 2 is online. Serious Jest. Welcome to the party, dude. Why don't you explain to everybody what this is all about?
CraigMakk plays this game I've already played before, and I keep drinking, and the drunker I get, the funnier my heckles of him become. At least to me.
That's to be debated. Yes, I like that you add that. I like that you add that. Yes.
The more you drink, the funnier it'll be for you too.
Right.
So
it's the. I think what you mean to say is the more I drink, the funnier you get. That's what you're trying to imply? Is yes, I got it. Exactly. So that's what everyone at home needs to know. Is this is a backseat heckling playthrough of a game that is. I have played through it. I've never played through this before. Jess has already played through this. He just drunkenly just talks shit about every decision I make and tells me if you listen to the last episode.
What you want to do?
If you listen to the last episode, he's like, "Oh my God, my playthrough is way cooler because I am not stupid." And I'm like, "Well, fuck, this game is annoying." But that's what friends are for, and I enjoy hanging out with him. So that's why I do this game. Also,
keep shining.
Also because I enjoy drinking. And I really enjoy drinking more with you, Jess. It's just more fun in general drinking with you.
I love it.
And so part of this whole thing, so we should probably roll it back a little bit and let people know, this is part of our whole Live from the Man Cave empire that we have. It's our media empire that we're taking over the world. We have our Live from the Man Cave podcast. You can find that on any regular podcast, whether it's iTunes or Overcast or Stitcher or wherever you want to find your podcast shit.
Podcast Addict.
Yep, Podcast Addict, which is apparently awesome, and I'm fucking up by not utilizing it and should. But there's also.
I thought you were the one that put me onto it.
No, I told you about Overcast and Stitcher. Yes, yes. So there's also we do Live from the MCU, which is a whole nother thing where we play a tabletop game with our Minister of Gaming, Jim Sardonic. He runs kind of a like almost like a D&D, but in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the Man Cave universe, depending on how you want to interpret MCU. And then this is just where we play video games and drink. That's basically it. That's literally that's the most reductive way I can describe it. So right now, Jess, I'm going to kick it over to you.
Awesomely reductive.
What's that?
I said awesomely reductive.
Oh, I thought you said also reductive. I apologize. I did not mean to shit the bed on that transition right there. Jess, let me kick it over to you. What are you drinking? What is your beer of the show?
This is the oldie but goodie. Like, I think I've been drinking this since college, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, you have a drinking problem.
It is an oldie but goodie here. This one is called. Back in college when I really used to like drinking Guinnesses a lot. I still like Guinness, but I like this concept here, which was like a nice. It comes in this fucking it looks like some shit you would find in like some backwoods brewed beer, right? Like it looks like a fucking moonshine bottle almost. It's called Mississippi Mud.
Ooh,
I don't know if you've had this, CraigMakk.
Yeah.
But you gotta be familiar with it, right?
Yes, and that awesome like the jug. I love it. Yeah, it's like one of those ones that you wanna like finish it and then go like and blow across the top like a fucking like a redneck. I love it, dude. Yes.
There's an alligator on the
Of course
bottle.
there is. Of course there is.
It's the famous slow brewed black and tan porter and pilsner beer. It comes in a quart of beer.
Damn.
And let's see the description here. Dating back to 18th century England, the custom of blending pale and dark beers has kept the black and tan a favorite of experienced beer drinkers for centuries. Our famous recipe combines a robust classic porter with a fine continental pilsner, preserving the character of each while creating the classic taste of the legendary black and tan. We bring you the best of both beers, and they meet in Mississippi mud.
Nice.
I don't know what the ABV on this is. I'm having trouble finding it.
I will look it up while you drink. The one thing I do know that you're about to get fucked up when you are drinking. You walk into a thing, drinking beer by the quart. That's awesome. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the moves that you're making.
It's got like a fucking twist off.
I heard
refreshing smell.
I heard the little crack right there. That was cool.
I've had a bunch of these before, but it's always good. It's like this is a good classic for me. You can smell a little bit of each, but I'd say the dark dominates. The porter part dominates the smell. Let me try to taste. And again, I think this one is like I'm drinking this ice cold, which obviously I love ice cold beer in a way, but it does like not sometimes allow me to fully appreciate the flavors in the beer because it's like so cold. And we've talked about this on prior shows recently, where I almost feel like it was a marketing campaign by the shitty beers, the mass producers, like
to make it freezing cold,
Budweiser, Miller, Coors. The colder it is, the less you give a fuck about tasting their beers are kind of sucky. So, but this one,
by the way, is 5%.
I really do like the taste in this. Okay, well, tastes fucking good. It doesn't taste watered down. Like there's normally there's a lot of water taste in a 5%, and especially as you know, I just finished drinking what was it, like a fucking 8.2% beer. Now I switched to a 5%, and this one doesn't taste watered down, which is a testament to me, like of the strength of the taste. If it's I just went from an 8.2. Normally, even beers I like at 5%, if I've been drinking something 3% higher, and I drop down to a 5, it tastes like water. And this one, I'm not getting that. So this is awesome. So solid. I like this beer a lot.
And 90% of it is how awesome the container is, because it is really. If you are listening to this at home, you should Google the Mississippi Mud jug, because it's like almost a growler, almost a moonshine bottle. It's right in the middle. It's fucking awesome, and that's very cool.
See, I would normally agree with you that 90% of it is whatever, but I definitely the bottle is fucking strong. I love it.
Right.
But this is backed up by taste.
Yeah, no, I was kidding about that a little bit. You're right. I was more just saying, like, you should get one because you've probably seen it on the shelf because it looks awesome. But yes, it is also a very good black and tan. It's like it's an incredibly drinkable, legit black and tan. And a quart of anything that tastes good is a fucking good night as far as I'm concerned. So I'm down with that.
It's funny when I dig this one out of the freezer, like every time, or when I dig it out of like the fridge in a liquor store. Like I will normally get comments when I bring this to the register, and like the beer store owner will, or whoever the person ringing me up will say like, "Oh, that's a good one."
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's been around for a while, and it's not like it's extremely. It's like pretty cheap as far as these are concerned, and it's affordable, and yet motherfuckers still comment on like, "Oh, that's a good one. I like Mississippi Mud," so highly recommend it.
All right, so you want me to jump into mine?
Yes, sir.
All right, so mine is a brewery that we have also talked about on the show before, both on, I believe on this, but definitely on Live from the Man Cave. But this is, so the brewery is Stone Brewery. So like we've talked about like Stone IPA and a couple of different, Do you
know that, I just want you to know, they have a Stone Brewery in San Diego Airport.
Oh, really? In the airport? Yeah, because
you can eat food there. They cook good food there, and you can order like their Stone beers and everything.
That's all. Because I know they're based out in like Escondido, California. Yeah. So that's pretty cool that they have it in the airport, because that's like one thing I will throw out is like having been to like the Vermont airport where they have like Alchemist just there, where you're like, I can't get that anywhere, but like you just have it for fucking $4 at your airport. It's kind of awesome when you get to travel and go to like the places where beers that are impossible for us to get by us are just like wildly available, at their airports and shit. Is pretty awesome. So this is Stone. It is I don't know if you have had this before, Jess, but it is their Xocoveza. Have you had Xocoveza, which is spelled Xocoveza?
I actually think I had that on my last trip to San Diego Airport. Yes.
Nice.
I think that was on my list.
So just listen to this, and if anyone has not had it, listen to how delicious just the title is going to sound. It's their Imperial Stout inspired by Mexican hot chocolate. This is a stout brewed with chocolate, coffee, pasilla peppers, vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And let me read this to you right now. Says, inspired by Mexican hot chocolate. This is all written right on the side of the can. This is the 2018 edition. It says, this is a beloved stout. When first introduced as a limited special collaboration release with San Diego homebrewer Chris Banker after his recipe won our annual homebrew competition, and Cerveceria Insurgente, it was an instant hit and fans began clamoring for its return. Seeing as how its amazing flavor profile is evocative of Mexican hot chocolate, featuring coffee, pasilla peppers, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, and a generous amount of our own in-house made chocolate, we concluded it was the perfect stout to re-release in celebration of the holidays and the entire winter season. This is now a highly anticipated yearly tradition that we are pleased to present from us to you, and makes a perfect wintry gift from you to your friends, loved ones, or simply to yourself. Cheers. And this one is 8.1% alcohol by volume. So I have gone from a 7.8 up to an 8.1. So let's see. I'm going to try this right now. Let's crack this.
Well, that's a nice sound there too.
Yeah, so this instantly, you smell the chocolate and coffee instantly. That is like overwhelmingly, you get that, that whiff of almost like a mocha coffee, like you get that flavor of those two perfectly mixed against each other. So now I'm going to take a quick sip and see, if I catch the other like 5 things that they have in their description. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow, that is insane. So this, you definitely get, the kind of the peppers, like you definitely get the peppers immediately, like up front. So you get that spiced, it's almost like a, if you've ever had like a Mexican coffee, like a spiced coffee before, a spiced hot chocolate before or anything like that, you taste that chocolate and that spices, and then the finish is and by spices I mean like the pepper spice, like the spiciness of a pepper, and then the finish you get that like the cinnamon and nutmeg, and kind of like almost like your traditional Christmas beer that has that stuff in it. So it's kind of an awesome mix, because up front it literally almost tastes like you're having a hot chocolate, like a spicy hot chocolate, like a peppery hot chocolate, and then the back end gives you that Christmas beer or that winter beer flavor of the other like the vanilla and nutmeg and whatever else is in there. This thing for an 8.1 is perfectly delicious. This is the kind of thing I feel like on a snow day, like you just want to sit by a fireplace and drink these. Yeah, exactly. Like today, it's snowing outside. You just want to sit out. You just want to sit by a fireplace or by your your fucking heater.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, exactly. And listen to that song and think about the old days when people just raped women constantly, and then maybe just drink this beer and decide that things have gotten way better, that we don't do that anymore.
I'm sure that's not. Yeah, I'm sure that's not part of their commercials or advertising campaign.
No. They don't want you to think about that at all. But I'm saying this is a great beer. I'm glad that I have it. I'm going to drink some more Xocoveza tonight. Man, this is going to be an awesome night for me. Awesome. All right, dude.
All right,
we have gone through our beers of the show. Do you want to cover real quick what we're coming up to in this story, what we're up to, what happened last?
So basically I'm going to give the super basic, because again, I recommend you guys go back, hit our old episodes on our YouTube channel, livemancave.com. youtube.com/livemancave, and at least watch the gameplay. Just you can find the gameplay just by clicking through the timeline and center in on the ones that actually look like video gameplay instead of us just.
It's literally about 9 minutes at most, usually, of gameplay. So if you don't want to listen to us babble on for an hour, you can at least watch the gameplay so you know what we're talking about, and then listen to us babble, because that shit's the most interesting part.
Yeah, but the long and short of it is that the heroine of this next upcoming chapter is Kara. Yeah, Kara was a former housekeeper android who basically broke her programming and became deviant when her owner started beating the shit out of his daughter and being abusive, and he's a druggie and all that shit. So she beat him up and fled with the little kid, and they've been on the run since. And they narrowly escaped an encounter with one of the other main characters, Connor, who is an android, basically functioning as a police detective android in a way. In one of the best scenes in this series of like the highway chase, and the car managed to get away with Alice, her little one, and they fled into a place that they thought was a sanctuary, and it's really like some scumbag human. Yeah, this dude Zlatko, who was trying to like enslave her and reprogram her and do something with the daughter or with the kid. But she managed to basically escape, and the dude that was also a slave, or the henchman of Zlatko, the android, actually turned on him too and went deviant because he didn't want anything to happen to Kara and this little girl. So now he's on the road with them, him, Kara, and Alice on the run. And the next chapter we're running into is called Pirates Cove, and you'll see why real soon.
Yep.
I really like this episode. I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to dig into it, so that means I'm going to fuck something up and not see any of it, but let's see what happens anyway. On that note, I'm about to dive into...
I had a lot of fun with my version.
Mine's going to be fucking 3 minutes long, and I'm just going to I'm going to stumble over a fucking tree root at some point and be like, "Oh, mission failed." And you're going to be like, "Oh, you missed the most amazing thing."
Yeah, plus you got all 3 characters killed, and now
right. All right, we're moving on to our next game. All right, so there is Kara, and she is driving with the girl in the back and the dude, Luther, who broke away from Zlatko. I don't know why he's neutral towards me, considering he did fucking bail on his boy to come fucking hang out with me, but...
Yeah.
These people we're going to see.
I guess he just didn't like what was happening to the little girl.
I guess it's not about me, yeah, it's about her.
They said they were humans helping androids across the border.
Okay.
What if it was a lie? Or just another trap?
All I know is those androids believed it. Until Zlatko killed them.
And the car is still just running under autonomous. That's pretty cool.
Is it much farther?
We should arrive in an hour or so.
He's like, I'm not driving either, man. The fucking car's doing it.
It's a good thing Zlatko had a car.
Why are you asking me questions about how far it is?
Out walking in this cold.
My man was like, looked at the screen. It's in front of both of them.
Right, yeah, it's literally right. All the information you need is on the fucking windshield. We're good.
It would have been pretty badass if she asked him that question, and then he just fucking looks over at the screen and kind of motions over.
Yeah, like, hey, dummy.
Reading his fundamental, bitch.
I really followed the wrong fucking android if you're fucking asking these dumb questions, Kara.
This doesn't look good.
You think? This doesn't look good. Oh, that's weird.
Stay inside, Alice.
Alright, Alice looks dead or asleep. Not sure what's up with Alice, but...
Yeah, she didn't look so hot.
Yeah, she was... Oh, I get it. That was a play on words because it's cold. That's why we bring the funny, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you going to do?
Hashtag dad jokes.
Continue on foot, I guess.
Oh, no, don't continue on
Alice
foot.
won't
It's
make it.
30 degrees? It looks colder than
We have to find
30.
somewhere to spend the night.
There's nowhere we can
That
stay
wind?
around here, Carol.
Alright, what the fuck I got to do here now, son? I'm gonna fail another mission, Jess. I can feel it. It's happening. Alright, well, nothing around the car. What are you making me do here? Oh, I just follow that little arrow, I guess. I'm just literally leaving without them? Like, this doesn't make sense. But I'm doing it anyway, Jess. Pirates Cove amusement park. Awesome. Now we know what that means. I'm down with this. I love amusement parks. I feel like Carla likes amusement parks too.
We're in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around here at all. Oh, except this huge fucking major attraction amusement park.
Yeah. Man, we probably should have looked at the map just once. Oh, this place looks like a shithole, huh? I know, right? Oh, there's fucking.
We need to find shelter. We have to get out of the cold.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
Let's get this map. Alright, where are we trying to go? That's cool. Where do I want to go? I want to go to the Kraken. Let's go to the Kraken! That's cool. Check abandoned buildings. I guess that seems okay. Man, this place is really a fucking beat up piece of trash, huh?
Creep show.
I guess they never really did that
Find
great.
anything?
No. No place
Damaged
we can
structure
spend the night.
unsafe. What about Pirate Adventure? Damage unsafe. Too windy for hours.
Damage.
Alright, I'm down with this. If they started playing that right now, this game would be amazing.
Come on, man.
Alright, let's see. Can we...
This
What about
place
this
is
place?
falling apart. It's not going to be easy to find shelter.
Alright, Luther, stop being such a fucking Debbie Downer, Luther. Jesus, man.
If Nancy's gonna continue to be negative.
Looks safe inside. Let's punch through this glass. Let's get in there. Oh, can't. Alright. Let's find another way in. Oh, let's do this. This looks like a thing a fucking android should be able to do. Hey, Luther, how about you get your strong arms over here? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Luther. Stop making the lady do everything. And he's dismantling that like a boss.
Oh, look.
Oh, and then he kicked that motherfucking door away. He's like, oh, I forgot that I'm fucking 17 feet tall, guys. How about you just listen to me? Let me do what you brought me for. Yeah, Jesus.
I don't think we'll find anything better.
I agree,
Settle in for the night.
Cora.
I'll get a fire going.
How about you close the door, though, dummies? Oh, we got our magazines. USS Iowa missing.
Oh, shit.
There we go. Read that. Switch. All Android band tipped for music prize. An all Android band. Alright. We got it. I read my magazines. Let's see what else I can find out. Why are you being such a weirdo, Alice? You're so scary. Pirate Cove Restaurant, Little Pirates menu. That's pretty funny. It's like the kids menu.
As I'm drinking from this Mississippi Mud bottle and watching Pirates Cove, I feel like I should be singing.
Yo, yeah, exactly. A pirate's life for me.
This shit's starting to get to me. Time to switch it off with a Red Bull. That's good for my heart.
You getting a little buzz going on?
Oh, yeah.
What does that say? Check Luther's what? What? Where it was right there. Oh, check Luther's bag. Alright. Oh, what was that? That was weird. Alright, let's set up a little bed for you. There just happened to be a pillow there, weirdly, but okay. in this restaurant? Because normally you go to restaurants, there's pillows.
I think it's like an amusement park with a restaurant in it.
Hey, Alice, why are you being weird? Jeez, weird. Oh, check gun. What? Damn, Luther. He's a fucking killer. Alright, let's talk, Alice. Alice, talk to me. What are you looking at? She's like, that dad doesn't look like a piece of shit. Like my shitty dad.
Do you think we'll be like them someday?
Once we cross the border, we can start over. You can go to school. Maybe I'll find a job.
Oh, Kara, you're so cute.
We'll be like them. Like everyone else.
As long as we're together.
She's very likable.
That's all that matters.
The kid or Kara?
Kara.
Come on. Let's get you to bed.
It's Valerie Curry.
Yeah. Alice is likable in that, like, as a kid, you know what I mean? She's like,
Wow.
you know, she's like, you want to support her, or you want to take care of her, but Kara, or it's Kara, right? Not Kara. Kara.
Yeah, it's Kara.
Kara is very, you know, she just exudes the feeling of, like, you just like her as a person. She's just a very likable character.
Yeah, I definitely do want to see more of Valerie Curry.
Yes.
Can you tell me a story, Kara?
Yeah, Kara.
Like in other capacity, like in other kinds of productions on TV,
Right.
like whatever.
Oh, hell yeah, unicorn.
This is a story about a unicorn that...
No, not a story like that. Make
Oh,
one
what?
up for me.
Oh, okay. Shit, sorry, Alice.
This
Jesus.
is a story about a little girl. Who lived alone in a big, old house. She dreamed of being
What if she broke into
all
like
the
a
other little girls, but
old English guy
Yeah.
voice? This is a story about.
she was different. And that made her very sad. Then
I'll be right back.
a robot
You got it.
who was just as lost as the little girl. So they decided to run away together. To try to find a better life. They encountered great dangers along the way, but they stuck together. So they overcame all of them.
Nice.
Along the way, they met another robot who left his master to become their guardian.
How does the story end?
They reach the place they dream of and live
Nice.
happily ever after.
Stories always have happy endings. But real life isn't like that.
Oh, god damn it, Alice. How are you gonna be such a bummer?
Time to sleep. We have
Oh,
another
okay, she
long
liked it
day
though.
ahead of us tomorrow.
Are you going to come say goodnight, Luther?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Don't be weird, Luther. Don't you be weird. Oh.
Good night, Alice.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Sleep tight.
Alright, now I can talk to Luther. He is gigantic.
I'm back.
You're back, nice. So I told my little story to Alice, and I ended it with a happy ending, and she was like, stories always have happy endings. Real life isn't like that. And I was like, fuck, Alice. But then she ended up being...
like, get your little ass asleep.
Exactly. But then she ended up being like chill about it. She was like, I got the little, the little arrow pointing up that she was like cool with me. So she liked it even though, oh my God, you look so tiny, Kara, compared to Luther.
She's a sweet girl.
Yes. She's very brave. Do you remember anything from your life before Zlatko?
No. My model was designed to carry heavy loads.
Wow, that's crazy.
I might have been a longshoreman or a laborer. Who I was doesn't matter anymore. It wasn't really me.
That's cool.
Do you know what you're going to do when you reach Canada?
I haven't really thought about it. I've never been free before. Free? I like the sound of it.
That's cool.
But I don't know what it really means yet. Kara.
He's called it Kara.
Have you ever noticed anything about Alice?
No. What do you mean?
Oh shit, what? Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy as fuck. It's like fucking zombies. What the fuck is this? This game just took a weird turn into a... What? Fuck yeah, protect balance.
Who are you? What do you want? Leave us alone!
Don't be afraid.
Okay.
We don't want to hurt you.
Oh, cool.
We're just like you. Our name is Jared.
Our name is
We were
Jerry.
working here before the park
That's
closed.
awesome.
We didn't mean to frighten you, but sometimes humans come to hurt us, so we wanted to see who was there.
They're all the same.
What are you doing here?
We were looking for shelter for the night. We'll be gone tomorrow.
A little girl. We haven't seen one for a long time. Children used to love to come and see us. She looks sad.
The last
Oh,
few
because you're
days have
being
been
weird?
difficult.
We have
Fucking
something to show
Sherry.
her. Something fun. She'll love it. Does she want to see?
Oh, I don't think she's in...
She should follow us then.
Fucking weirdo Jerry.
Alice, I don't know if it's a good idea.
Kara.
She would love to
I don't
see
think
it.
you have any choice.
Our name is Jerry. Alright, Jerry, relax. Actually not be fucking weird and just act normal. Come on. Where am I going? Join Jerry's outside. I love that that's my mission. Join the Jerry's
Be our
outside.
guest.
He's like, hey, come outside in the 30-degree weather and go on a fucking carousel. Where it's going to be even colder because you're spinning around in circles.
The little one can climb on board. The carousel is about to begin.
You're weird, Jerry. You're just weird.
It's pretty dope, though.
Yeah, that's cool.
And this is the scene from Punisher.
Yeah, you're right. In 2 seconds, I'm going to make fucking Jigsaw, huh? Oh, man, that fight was fucking brutal. Wow, this is a pretty shitty carousel because there's like 3 things you can sit in. Fucking 3 kids can go on it at once. What a garbage carousel. So it's interesting because I assume I probably could have done some shit to like overreact to the Jerry's
Much to smile about.
and like cause that to be like a negative thing, you know?
Say that again?
There was probably an opportunity to react negatively or overreact to the Jerry's and like either attack them or shoot at them or whatever. And the fact that I like
Maybe.
chilled maybe made that be a different outcome. Hey, look at the Jerry's. They look pretty happy. Nice. All right. A smile on her face. Got a trophy out of that one. Ooh, a lot of stuff going on in that one. All right, so 83%. Let's go all the way back. We got a lot on that one. Man, much better than the last one. The last time I shat the bed. This one I actually did okay. All right. So do you want to just go right into it, or?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
So 83% public opinion is skeptical. Alice feels like family now, which is cool. And Luther is still neutral, which, come on, Luther. I'm Kara. She's so nice. How can you be neutral towards her? She's just the best.
I actually got 93% on this one.
You did 93?
So
all right, nice.
Yeah, I wonder where we diverged.
Yes, I'm interested to see. All right, so Highway to Help is where it starts off. So we go to the car. Maybe you did some different things here.
I watched the news as the top one.
Oh, weird. Where?
You saw above Talk to Luther. I watched it. It's probably on the screen to the car.
Oh, okay.
And then at the bottom it said, "Look at Alice." So apparently you talked to Luther and then just went off. This is all before the car broke down.
Yeah.
So I talked to Alice before the car broke, or looked at Alice before
gotcha.
the car broke.
Okay. All right. So that. Gotcha. Yep. So that was. There you go. So that makes sense because I just started talking to him and then it immediately just kicked to the next. Like it didn't give me an opportunity after that. Like it went to the next.
Right.
The
so
scene
99% talked to him, 25% watched the news like I did, and then 66% was look at Alice.
Alice, nice.
And then the car broke
down. So the
down.
car breaks down. Investigate the breakdown. Scan the environment, and then enter Pirates Cove. So there's nothing else you could do. So we're up to now here. 57% of people looked at the map. And 86% of people checked the buildings. Did you do either of the other two things?
I checked the buildings. I examined a frozen android. 53% of us got that. I switched on Ivan.
Oh, weird.
Oh, 67%. Ivan, I guess, was like a, I think it was like a magic, like a story, the fortune teller or whatever, but I'm not sure.
Okay. So you did so far everything.
Yeah.
Nice. No wonder you're at 90%.
Oh, good for you.
Check abandoned tavern and enter the tavern. And then we got inside the tavern. All right, so this one I did all right on that one. So I read the USS Iowa. Oh, they didn't give me credit. Oh, I did read also all Android banned. Okay, cool. Sorry, 94%, and then 77% of people read. Again, we're back to this weird thing where like more people read the first article than the second one, which I don't understand. Why you what are you fucking so driven by this fear to not swipe over to the next article? But anyway, 22% of people looked at the pirate. 69% of people looked through the window. And 99% of people had Luther start a fire. Did you do the other two things?
Hold on. So, yes, I did. So those two things that are missing for you, underneath read the USS Iowa, I saw look at RA9 writing. So there was RA9 writing somewhere in this thing.
Nice.
And then there was a leaflet. So 26% found the RA9 writing, 86% found the leaflet.
Nice.
What I didn't do was I did not look at pirate.
Okay. The 22% of people looked at the pirate.
I don't know. I don't even remember what pirate was.
That was the pirate. Remember, that was standing there. That it just said like, he was just a pirate standing there holding like the kids menu. When you first walk in, there was just a fake pirate standing there. Yeah, that said like.
I remember reading that pirate though.
Little pirate man. You probably just saw him because you could see him on the screen, but you had to hit L1 to look at them. So maybe you just didn't do that, and so you didn't get that. But the RA9 seems way more important than the look at pirate. So that's cool that you would.
Well, I mean, it was just a way to notice that RA9 had been there.
So make a bed for Alice, and then Alice looks at the poster, and I talk to Alice at that point, and then Alice goes to bed. And then I open the bag. Did you do that as well, I assume? Because 98% of people did that?
Let's see. I don't know because I'm going through the magazines to try to get USS Iowa.
Oh, okay. All right.
The other one was which one?
Open the bag and tell Alice a story, and they're 98%.
No, I meant 99%. Like what's the other article? There was
Iowa.
It was
the all Android banned.
All Android banned or USS Iowa, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So let me see if I can find. All right, so I found the all Android band. I could do that one right now if you want.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, so um, so the cover of that one says all Android band tip for music prize, fan scream traditionalist sweep. All right, and the article goes here for you. The latest all-Android boy band to be marketed by Detroit record label Digital Harmony is hotly tipped the Scoop Best New Artist at the Celebrate Music Awards. In a public letter jointly signed by a dwindling number of human-only record labels, urged Digital Harmony to withdraw the band from consideration at such award ceremonies, citing the erosion of artistic merit in music. But with less than 5% of the music band market, now produced by human musicians, the call of traditionalists seems to be falling on deaf ears. A spokesman for the band said, "Here for You is all about bringing joy and happiness to their fans. The music is all that matters to them." So, what do you think about that? Androids taking over humans in terms of producing art?
I mean,
including music.
Well, yeah, part of that to me is very, I mean, like, it doesn't seem that different than the people that probably were pissed when music got away from like actual music, musical pieces, and then when it got to like a dude like Girl Talk or Skrillex, where it's like all musical, or it's all electronic music.
Fucking.
It's all like electronic music, and people I'm like, well, I don't know, it's just like a different version of music. Like, I mean, you don't have to. I don't think it's for everyone. Just like I don't like country music, but like I don't think country music existing is bad. I just think it's like it's just not for me, or death metal or anything like that, right? Whereas like this seems like a thing, just like the idea of auto-tune is, I think it takes away from some of the like traditional version of skill set that we think for music, but it creates a whole new version of skill set for music that is like, I don't think everyone has to like it, but I don't necessarily think it's bad. I think it just means like it changes the way we perceive music, and I always think that's good. Like, I think it's good when we got away from like music used to just be straight up like Mozart, right? And then we started realizing like other types of music were, other like rock. Our parents fucking thought rock music was fucking the devil. You know what I mean? And then we realized like, oh no, that's actually legit. Like, it's just a different kind of music. So this just seems to me, if it didn't just replace it 100%, it's probably just a new version of music, and it's probably interesting. And I would be actually super interested right now to listen to like music that was like manufactured or created by a computer. You know what I mean? Like 100% a computer actually just said like, I learned here are all the things that people want to hear, and I'm hitting all the exact beats. That would be super interesting to me to hear like, oh, that's actually like, that's kind of cool that like it doesn't always have to just come from a human being. Like a computer can figure it out and figure out ways to make it be appealing and interesting and whatever. That's what this just seems like to me. So I'd be down with it. How about you?
I'm a dude that like, I'm not gonna like hate on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm also like one of those people, like I look at what auto-tune has done to hip hop, and it's awful. you know, it allows anybody that doesn't even have a voice to be like a singer, and the music gets lazy and formulated to what most people like. What's going to sell on the pop charts.
Lowest common denominator. Yes, absolutely.
So in terms of like, But
you could also make that same argument for like a Britney Spears or something like that, right? Whereas it's like it's distilled down to the lowest common denominator to be like.
Well, this is the worst. This is like Britney Spears on steroids.
Right.
This is what Britney Spears would do if she could, or her agents or whatever.
She has.
You know what I mean?
She has, I think.
Right. Well, not to the level of what is suggested here with the androids, right? She's an android capability. But
no. I thought you were saying auto tuning is like Britney Spears on the Android. Okay, you mean this actually? Yes. Okay.
Right.
So, do you hate T-Pain?
I like his personality. I don't respect him a great deal as a singer.
Although he like won. I think. Well, I think he just recently won like a he won like that competition, The Masked Singer, which is actually kind of interesting because I don't know. Do you know anything about that show?
No.
It's like singers literally dressed up in like these like crazy fucking weird what are they called, like Comic-Con outfits. So they're like, one dude's dressed up as like a fucking unicorn and another character's dressed up as like a fucking like a flying spaceman, and like they're all very weird like
it's a real reality show,
like dead mouth shit. Yeah, it's a real like American Idol type thing. And I've not seen it, so I want to say up front, I have not seen it, but I've read about it, and the whole thing is it's real singers that were dressed up in these things, and then you had hosts, or not hosts, judges who had to determine who moved on and whatever, not knowing who the people were at all. And like one of them was like, I mean, they were like super
better than
famous
or worse than the Voice. That's what I would ask.
Full disclosure, I have seen The Voice and I've never seen this show, and I think The Voice was the precursor to that show, right? To this show, because The Voice was the first version
Makes
of
sense.
You don't see them, you just have to kind of go off the vibe of like what you hear from them and whatever. And I think The Voice was interesting in the fact that it was the first show to take out your visual perception of a person and only go off the sound, and that was interesting to me, just the idea of it. Whether or not I didn't watch it regularly. I've seen episodes of it, but it's not a show I watch because I don't watch those shows. But like I thought the concept was cool that you took out the like American Idol version of like, well, you don't look like a star, so I'm not gonna vibe that quickly with you. Whereas The Voice just literally had you go off sound, and you could turn around and be like, "Oh, you're just like a fat white guy. That's amazing that you sounded incredible, and like you look like that, and that's cool." Yeah. So this show took it to the next level where they made it be like, we're gonna like mask you be inside this like gigantic fucking. Literally, you look like you're like a fucking what's it called, like a mascot at a fucking theme park. Like that's how they're dressed. So they have to sing through that, and they have guys like Joey Fatone from the fucking, what is he, like Backstreet Boy or whatever.
Here.
Like he's one of them. They had like I'm blanking on who it was because I can't remember, but I don't remember the name because I don't think I ever saw the name, but I think one of the top 3 people was like an old like an old Motown like super famous female singer, why am I blanking on names? Oh my god, everything is flowing out of my head right now, but you know what I'm talking about, like the RESPECT type shit. Like it was like a legit old school like actual famous singer.
Knight?
It was like a Gladys Knight type person, but I can't remember who it was, and I think I just saw. But like, so the thing was, they had legit people in there, and it ended up being that the person that won. The reason I brought this up was T-Pain. And so T-Pain's whole thing was, he's like, the whole joke is that you think I can't sing and that I only like auto-tune the fuck out of myself, and I literally just won against like some of the best singers like of a generation, like to the fact where he was almost like, I should not have beaten, if it was Gladys Knight or whoever it was, like I shouldn't have beaten her because she's objectively better than me, yet you still thought I was better in, like performing and singing. So part of me is saying like, some of the shit people do to their voices, or when you distill it down to like checking all the boxes that like kind of trigger the right things in our brain. Sometimes it's like people that really have a good skill set at music that also just know how to check those boxes to get us to like a thing that is like the most lowest common denominator music. So it's like, would androids just be that, right? Like, would they just be like no, we can sing perfectly. We're also just going to do it the most like appealing possible way that the human ear wants to hear. Because I mean, it's drilled down. What the most famous story, I mean, to me, I still love this, and I'll throw it out there before, and I'll kick it back to you, but the most famous story of like knowing the lowest common denominator is the story of Wild Thing by Tone Loc. And that like Tone Loc got into a discussion and again, I guess I should probably preface this as saying I'm 90% sure this is like 100% true, but like this might also be a little bit of there might be some urban legend in this. So without having done like Googling this beforehand to say this right now, but the whole story about him is that I think he went to like an Ivy League school. He's like super smart or whatever, and he got into a discussion with a friend of his about music, and it was basically about the idea that he was like, he knew what made pop music, right? Like what made it likable and you know what kind of triggered the brain to be why are some songs, you know, like they drill into your head like a worm and they just live there, right? And why do other songs just like, oh, they like, you know, they do okay and then they disappear and people don't remember them or they get them out of their head or whatever so quickly. And so his friend was like, yeah, you think you know, but like, what the fuck are you, like, what does that really mean? Like, can you actually do anything with that information? He's like, I guarantee you I can make a fucking hit song. Like, I can make a song that fucking blows up. And that's where the fucking Wild Thing came from, was this, like, bet of knowing what makes a song, you know, live in infamy in people's brains, like a jingle, you know, like a song that they can't get out of it, was because it was like the beats and the sound and the fucking like it has to be memorable in a way. Like if it's too fast, people won't be able to remember it. They'll remember they like the beat but not the words. But if it's too slow, it'll sound basic and bullshit. So like it has to be just the right like speed and tempo and sound and all this stuff and you hear that song and it's basic as fuck. Like it's boom, 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 womp, womp. That's it. Like that's all that song is. And he fucking created that song to like. And then he also came up with Funky Comedina, which is also boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's the exact same fucking song. So it's like this dude knew how to fucking make shit like sound appealing in a way that is like kind of awesome to me, because it's about what music to the purist and music to the fan are two very different things, and I don't think one is better than the other, because that's like people that are like, oh, well, this crazy fucking, you know, like this movie where it's, you know, it's all fucking subtitles and it's this crazy deep, you know, French movie is way better than that shit you like. And I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe both are good. Like maybe it's okay to like that and also like this fucking, you know, this like fucking John Wick shit, because John Wick's fucking just badass and awesome. Like, let's not say that one's better just because it's different or like pure, because I don't know. It is what it is. So that's my dissertation on that. What do you think?
No, I agree with all of that. No, I don't have anything to add. I think you just nailed it.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
I didn't mean to do that.
It's fine. I
got excited.
I don't believe in talking just to talk.
Right.
You know, although we do a podcast, but no, I just concur. That's the long and short of it. Do you want to hear about the article, the USS Iowa?
I do,
missing?
Definitely. Yes.
All right. So the USS Iowa missing American vessel last seen in the Arctic Sea. The destroyer-class submarine, the USS Iowa, has disappeared in polar waters. An inquiry is underway, but President Warren has made no secret of her suspicion that the Russians are behind it. Russian aggression just reached a new level. America must respond. The Kremlin has yet to release a statement beyond a blanket denial of any involvement, though Russian diplomat Nabokov pointed out that a U.S. destroyer-class submarine has no business being in the Arctic anyway. Security expert Ben Williams described the situation as a war waiting to start. U.S. President Donald Trump Jr. agrees that Putin Jr. is correct in saying that he has no idea how the destroyer got destroyed.
Wait, you just made that shit up, right?
I just made that last
sentence. Okay, yeah, I was like, whoa. Wow.
What? This game just got totally more awesome. Yeah. So that was it. So that's just a little world building article, just saying basically the conflict is like these, you know, there's resources in the Arctic, being in that thorium or whatever, whatever it is that powers androids and gives them their lifeblood like substance. Well, there's stores of it in the Arctic and basically U.S. and the USS. Oh, I'm sorry. The USSS is missing. It's a U.S. vessel, and Russia are having these fucking standoffs, covert standoffs. That's I mean, do you have anything you want to comment on that, or I think this is just a world building article, but
yeah, no, that was all I was gonna say. I think those are the cool ones because they are. This was a good one because he had one that is like that makes you think, right, about some storyline. The one we just talked about, like, oh, what would you think if music was taken over by androids, and kind of have a deeper thought on it. Whereas this one is much more about like, this is just what the world is about. So I always like when they pepper in these America versus Russia things because those really tell the backstory of this battle over the blue blood and the battle over the, what is it called, the Ethereum or whatever the shit is that they use to make them, and like, so you're realizing in a very cool way that there's this whole other story of shit that's happening in the real world beyond what you're living through. And so it's just another cool story that kind of that tells that story, which I like, but I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about the actual story itself. It's more just what it means just to the game is great. Story, yeah, it's just cool. Yeah, cool story, bro.
So I guess flipping back to our regular timeline, I've already said, look at the RA9 writing that was somewhere I found.
Yep.
Look at a leaflet, and I did not look at the pirate.
Yep. All right, so then we did the make a bed for Alice. Talk to Alice. Alice goes to bed. All right, so open bag. Did you open the bag? That was the thing I was asking you. Did you open the bag and tell the story? Because that was
98% of
yeah. So I assumed
me and 98% of people opened the bag, saw the gun.
Yep.
Kara noticed the gun.
So I wonder what the open bag that's not see the gun. Like, how do you open the bag in? Because I feel like that just happened automatically. I wonder what the other thing, like, I don't think I did anything. I think I literally opened the bag and then she pulled the gun out and I put the gun back in. I wonder what the alternative, the 2% of people that like opened the bag and like looked the other way or something, like what did they do where they didn't see it? But we'll see. I guess we'll find out. But so talk to Luther had to happen. So the shadows attack. So weird. So you see, this is weird. See the gun is 98%, and then Kara notices gun 93%. What did she do? Who are the people that didn't notice the gun that you just pulled out and saw? Aren't those two things the same thing? Like, you see the gun and notice the gun? How do you not? 5% of people saw the gun but didn't notice it.
The gun. Car, all right, yeah, I think she wouldn't notice it. All right, yeah, I don't know, man.
It's just weird because again, like, it's not like you looked into the bag and I saw the gun in the bag and then I clicked on it and said, "Oh, let me have Kara notice the gun and pick it up." It was like I clicked on the thing that said "open bag" and then she pulled the gun out and looked at it and was like, "Oh shit," and put it away. Which I'm like, I guess I just don't understand the wording there, but maybe it means something and just in a way we don't understand. But anyway, it doesn't matter. All right. So tell Alice the story. We had to talk to Luther. The shadows attack. I did protect Alice, which was 70%. Oh wow. So I didn't even look at the other options at all. Once I saw one was protect Alice, I did that. But there was grab stick from fire 1%, grab gun was 26%, put out fire 1. What was grab stick from fire? Oh, I guess there was a stick, you could have waved it at them or some shit like that. Huh. But you did the protect Alice also? Yes.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh, so which one did? All right, so let's see. Open bag, C-gun, Coronos, I got that same exact thing. Tell Alice the story. Talk to Luther. Shadows attack. I protected Alice along with the 70% and you.
Okay.
I questioned along with you 78%.
Okay. So 13% of people did fire warning shot. 0% of people did threaten. Wow, that's the first time we've ever seen a thing that was 0%.
Yeah.
Actually, that's literally the first time we've seen a thing. That's amazing.
It seems like you had a lot of free will in this choice, and somebody didn't pick it for some reason.
7% of people pushed away. So overwhelmingly, people protected Alice and then questioned the Jerrys, which is cool because it actually shows. Obviously, if you threatened or fired a warning shot, probably could have gone differently, but or maybe it wouldn't. No, because the attackers reveal themselves as Jerry regardless. You go back outside, go to the carousel, switch on the carousel, put Alice on the ride, and the group enjoyed a quiet moment together. All right, nice. That's pretty cool.
So, yeah, this one, you may not have liked it as much as I did in retrospect because I remember this whole Pirates Cove as one thing. So I think this was the introductory one, and you get to play more in Pirates Cove, depending on what you do.
Yeah.
But,
I actually did like that one. I did like that one.
Solid episode, yeah.
I enjoyed that one because, like I said, and I've kind of said this before. I think the world building stuff or the quiet moments are my two favorite things are either the quiet moments or the crank it up to 11 moments, right? It's like the stuff in between is always hit or miss, but the stuff where it's just like a moment of just like, hey, just figure out like, I mean, this one reminded me quite a bit of figure out, are you going to go into the hotel, are you going to go into the car, are you going to go into the, whatever to keep Alice safe. This was kind of that again, right? It was like that on rinse and repeat, but in like a story moment that is way farther along in their relationship, so you feel even more connected to Alice. So having that moment of keep her safe, but now you also have Luther with you, and you also know that you're in much greater risk in general, like because you know the risk. Not that you're in greater risk because like more people are coming after you, but like Kara knows more now about like what can go down and who can come after and whatever. So like with the moment when the Jerrys come in is scary in and of itself, just because you're like, oh, shit can be bad right now. Like this could be really bad because we had Ralph come at us once and that was just one of them. So a million of these motherfuckers coming at us could be real bad. So I like these moments because they just let the world kind of breathe for a moment and let you kind of feel like you are living this. You're living 15 minutes in their world, and it's like that's cool, So that's why I actually really like this moment because it also I'm gonna love every moment with Kara and Alice because I just love their dynamic. I think it's great. Like I think I've made it clear when it was happening. I think Kara is an incredibly likable, if not lovable character. So her interaction with Alice is very. It's just enjoyable in and of itself. So having a moment of her just like, it was actually the moment you walked away, because I think you had to leave for a minute. But the moment of her telling the story to Alice, where I got to choose the like, the story beats. Like I got to choose like, oh, it's about a girl, and it's also about a robot, and this robot also felt lost, and like I got to choose how I thought. I would tell the story. As a dad, that felt very much like this is how you would tell your story to your kid. Like sometimes it backfires. Sometimes you tell a story that you're like, I'm trying to be a little bit too optimistic, and my kid's old enough to realize like there's some bullshit in that. But like you still want to tell that story, and like that moment felt very real, and it felt very earned, and it felt very like pure, to me, because it felt like the way a mom would try to be like, yo, shit is crazy right now, but I want you to at least go to sleep feeling like you're safe, because that's what you want to do to your kid. That's all every night you just want them to go to bed feeling safe. And I felt like that was really well told. So it's funny coming off of the last episode where I was like, oh man, there was some shit that got in the way of the story because it became too much about mechanics. This one being all about the story felt like it fucking clicked pretty much across the board to me. And then that moment at the end, like they just said, the fact that they described it as the group enjoyed a quiet moment together, it really was like, it was actually like a moment that made you smile, right? Watching it, because you're like, this moment of just everyone being happy, watching the little kid be able to have like a moment of being a kid again and not worrying about like all this other bullshit that's happening. It felt like they checked that box in a very a believable way, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah, definitely the fuck. Well, this is another. I think you said it best. I agree. I concur. So
I'm sorry. I know this is like because you've played it before. I don't want to step on your thoughts on it.
Good. It's good. I have nothing else to say like on it. No, I mean I already said my piece. With the articles were pretty much the only thing that I was able to. I mean the articles are the only thing that basically you didn't touch on because you didn't have them readily available. But no, I agree. It was refreshing to watch this brief moment of respite for these individuals that have been on the run for so long now. So
yes,
who knows? Maybe they'll be able to build this this little group into a strong powerhouse who defends themselves and everything better.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that is probably most I guess it could be telling, or maybe not. Maybe I'm reading into it, but I like the idea that I'm constantly watching those the tickers, right? The neutral goes up to warm, goes down to distrustful or whatever, and like the fact that Alice ticked up into family is a very cool moment in this game of the idea that clearly. Kara has viewed her in a very, in a maternal way. That's been kind of beyond reproach in the game. The idea is that she's looked at her very much like I'm taking care of her as my kid, and then to have the game kind of feed that back to you. And obviously, it's a super gameplay mechanic. Because obviously, I interact with people and I don't see a ticker pop up over their head saying, CraigMakk likes you now. Like, that doesn't fucking happen. But, like, the idea of, hey, I can read what's happening in the circumstance around me, having the game feed back to you that this little kid who went from, like, trusting you and you felt really positive about that because you're trying to keep her happy and alive, or, well, alive, one, and then happy, two, because you're like, I want you to enjoy being a kid. Having it tick over into viewing you as a family was a pretty fulfilling moment playing the game, because that's like the ultimate of this, this character that you love in Kara, having this child that you feel protective towards in the game of Alice now view you in the same way that you kind of have already proven you view her. It's kind of cool. So it does set you up in a way for, hopefully positive shit, but it could also set you up for, like you said, failure, right? Because it could lead you towards, this family gets fucking burned by this moment of finally having this kind of down moment. Is shit gonna go fucking sideways like in every fucking episode of The Walking Dead, right? The moment we feel safe, that's when fucking shit sets on fire again. But that's good storytelling, right? That's good storytelling to set you up in a bad, like lull you a little bit into this moment of like respite, so that when shit goes fucking crazy again, you realize how good those how much you needed those valleys when the fucking peaks happen, of tension. Like, you realize that moment of downtime was really important and it meant a lot. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Me too. I don't think I have anything else to add on this one.
All right, man. Well, this was a fucking kick-ass episode. I really liked it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I am excited to see what happens next. I guess that's pretty much it. We've knocked this one out, and we did it in under an hour and 10 minutes, so we are fucking winning right now. Check us out live from the Man Cave, livemancave.com. You can check us out. I know Jess already posted did you post the Discord server already? I think you did.
I did not.
You did not. We did that. Okay. We're going to post the Discord server. That was in the last episode. So Discord server is a great place to come on, jump on, find out about what we're talking about in our current episode, all the way through games we're playing, shows we're watching, shit we're talking about. It could be literally news articles. It's a little bit of everything, but it's all sectioned out in a room, so you can just engage with us in the room that you're interested in. That's totally cool. So the Discord channel will pop up in a minute. Come check us out, because that is a great way to just kind of engage on what we're talking about right now, talk about the game, talk about what game we should play next, give us suggestions for our next Ready Player 2, whatever you want to do. Other than that, I think we've probably covered just about everything, and I'm pretty sure Jess is about to fall asleep, so I'm going to let him go to bed.
No,
but I feel like this has been a good one, dude. This has been a good.
I'm here too, Mac.
I'm here too, Mac is a great sound clip that needs to be used more often by everyone. This has been a good night. We got 2 good episodes in, 2 very good conversations in, and I'm looking forward very much to see what happens next. Although I can tell you right now, there's 0 chance I can do another one tonight. But that does not mean that I cannot do another one tomorrow night. So I'm down, just if you are down.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do
All right, man. All right. We are definitely down. Thank you very much for coming and checking us out. We are Ready Player 2. I am CraigMakk. You are?
Serious Jest.
Serious Jest. Come check us out at Live from the Man Cave. Check us out on all of our different Live from the MCU, on our Live Man Cave just in general, on our Ready Player 2 moving forward. You can go back and see some other shit that we played in the past. But that's about it, and we are ready to move into the next episode in Detroit Become Human. We are about to break the walls down. Thank you very much, Jess. You have a good time tonight? Did you have a good time tonight?
Say that again?
I said, did you have a good time tonight? I was asking you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to catch you off guard. I apologize. Go back to your Mississippi mud, dude. Go back to your Mississippi mud. All right, we're about to roll out.
I think I'm all the way through it, I think.
All right, man. Thank you very much. It's been a good time. All right, dude. Peace.